Good morning. Today, while we're doing our smoothie, we'll be dreaming about non-dreaming. That's the thing we like to do. To dream about awaking. To dream about finding the ultimate reality. Let's first find some banana in the fridge. Yep, we still got some. They are pretty brown from cold. Cold turns things brown, sometimes white. So, we as humans tend to separate our waking state from the dreaming. So at night we are like in all this phantasmagorical realm of imaginations, weird complications, weird experiences, and we call that dreaming. And then we awake and we call this a waking state of awareness, which we deem to be superior, and like we deem this to be our main line of experience, like our living process. But is it not also a dream in itself? Most obviously, it is also a kind of a dream, because the physical reality here is comprised of all sorts of weird quantum fields and particles and electromagnetic electronic interactions, and it's only our brain and then our mind sitting inside our brains construct a world of familiar images and beings and interactions out of that unfathomable and inscrutable quantum reality, which nobody actually pays any attention to, because like who cares about pixels of the screen if the movie is entertaining enough? There are some guys actually, and it's quite interesting that only in the last like 2, 3, 5 centuries some inquisitive minds appeared on the stage of our planet Earth, who were curious enough to inquire into the nature of the pixels and the screens. We call them scientists, but I say that's not the way to find the true nature of reality. Because it is fascinating indeed to delve into the intricacies of the pixel RGB formations. And they have produced lots of very convenient appliances as they went on exploring the nature of the physical reality. However, curious though they are, their curiosity is channeled in the wrong direction. This is not the way to fathom and to like experience the true unadulterated awakening to the nature of reality, the ultimate nature of reality, that consciousness which creates all those screens and pixels and which enjoys the game. The God play game, what we call lila in Sanskrit. This is the thing that's going on precisely in the subjective experience, amongst the familiar images, familiar beings, interactions. The 3D illusory world, which we call our waking experience, is the field of lila, which God seems to enjoy. But if somebody wants to know the ultimate nature of reality, which is God himself, then you have to stop it all and kind of witness the witness awareness, which is hiding somewhere deep within each and every one of us, and which is like the center of awareness which experiences all this game. That is where we should turn the needle or the focus of our attention. That is where we have, this is the basket we have to put all our eggs in, if we hope to wake up finally from dreaming about non-dreaming. And this is called yoga, the process of waking up from the dream. Has anyone really woken up from the dream by that process? That's a big question. They certainly said that they did. I don't know about that. I'm not there yet myself, so we're still on the road. We're still in the journey. What's for smoothie this morning? These two lychees from yesterday. Nice, but only 2 of them left. And we'll use them as the condiment, as the side dish. We have also got the long-suffering 3 days old already peeled pineapple, which we're gonna finally save from rot. And we got some frozen cranberries from the Russian bog and quagmire. And we got some forest blueberries. Dry freeze of fast freeze technology. Where was it procured? Nobody knows, darling. Do you think these bilberries come from forest, or they are garden variety which grown in the artificially, like by human agriculture?
From forest.
And how do you tell?
Because blueberry always from forest.
Are you sure? They can grow it also, and it's pretty big for forest blueberry. Look how.
Да нет.
This is the mango. По кличке Крапчатый. Mango. This stupid presentation mode cannot be activated while rolling the video. While the video already recording, button doesn't work. You have to stop recording. Then this Sony video, this product presentation mode. Sony, here you go. We have like innovated. We're giving you the super product mode, which all the vloggers sitting, unboxing, unpacking, showing something to the camera. And why can't we activate and deactivate this mode on the fly? Sony didn't think about this. They are all so much still in the old, like, prehistoric ages of electronics compared to Elon Musk, Teslas, compared to iPhones. Camera manufacturers still stuck in the past. Soon they will be eliminated completely, I think, if they still continue to lag behind and not doing anything. With these prehistoric menus, small screens. Only Nikon was desperate because it was on the brink of bankruptcy. Nikon finally woke up from slumbers, I think. Maybe fired some managers, hired some younger people, and younger people did some rearrangements. They bought the Red cinema company, so now Nikon is the best cinema camera brand in the world. And next thing they do, the first camera they produced after this acquisition of the Red technology, the Nikon with the biggest ever display, and I think biggest ever in all mirrorless cameras. They all stick to these small tiny screens, which if I look from far away, I can't see nothing what's going on there. Not even like talking about focusing, just framing is difficult. So Nikon did a bigger one, and everybody is praising them. How big your display is! What a revolution! What an advancement! This is really the future. We're forgetting that every like cheapest Android phone has display bigger even than all this Nikon and everything else. What prevents them from making bigger, introducing bigger displays into the cameras? Nobody knows. Just greed. Yeah, this is very expensive. We will use the smaller, cheaper ones. And we're stuck with this prehistoric 20th century tech in cameras, while iPhones and phones already advancing. and cars advancing, and China is advancing, and Japan is lingering in the past. This is almost full, I don't know what to do. This chlorella and spirulina is a big marketing hoax. It tastes disgusting, like purely revolting, like you are drinking from the puddle of rotting algae, like from the bog or quagmire. And one of them, I think chlorella is a little bit better, and the other one, spirulina, really tastes like, I don't know, decomposing seaweed and fish. Totally something which I wouldn't recommend adding to your diet. Maybe as a medicine it can be good. As a bitter medicine. As a disgusting, nauseating medicine. But as a healthy addition to the smoothie, like some people recommend, I'm a little bit surprised. I can deal with the bees pollen, and some of it differs from batch to batch. Sometimes you can get even tasty one. Sometimes it smells and reeks of the insects, like the same as when you go to the food market in Thailand or somewhere and attempt to taste a cockroach. I was never able to make myself taste it because smell is enough to avert you. So it's about the same thing. In the bees pollen sometimes, but very slightly, like an aftertaste, like a tinge. And some of it is free from it completely. But the spirulina is on another level. I don't know. We make another attempt to integrate it into our diet, but not today. Today we enjoy the pure, fruity pureness. Mango is super sweet, darling. I don't know how they bred it and hybridized it. It's so sweet that I'm just taking a little bit. It's like sugar. The forest bilberries tend to be smaller, more dark colored, even black. And inside there's more of this dye coloring than in the regular garden variety, like plantation blueberries, which are huge, like 3-4 times bigger than the forest ones. And they say not as good for your health, for healing. But who knows? Like the forest ones are less tasty. They are more bitter, not bitter, they are more sour and less sugary. Sometimes they can be sweet, but sometimes they are not. But they are fresh and they have more flavor, and they have more even some special smell flavor to them than this garden variety, which is just sour sweet and very nice juicy pulp. We're using both. With the best thing is to have the smoothie and then put some nice blueberries in it, so that there are some chunks. While you still have teeth and you are not 80, you can enjoy it. So we'll be blending. Happy New Year to you all the best wishes, and let's try to wake up from dreaming. Or at least if we can't do that right now, let's continue dreaming of waking up. We are dreaming of waking up. I think they are cheating us with spirulina. This is Bill Gates' conspiracy. Those rich people, they want us to eat all kind of crap, while they themselves whiz about in their private jets and billion-dollar yachts, burning huge amounts of pollution into the atmosphere. They say, you common people will be happy with no money, no work, but the food you'll be getting will be this spirulina processed worms, insects, and other artificial stuff which Bill Gates likes to pump to the public.
But
While
not only Bill
the
Gates.
rich will continue to eat grass-fed beef and other
And
nice.
Julia, Christina, and other guys.
Julia or Christina, who's that?
Julia, Christina, and other guys.
What? Julia or Christina eating
Not
guanabana?
spirulina and tell you.
No,
This
for
is
spirulina,
so
yes.
tasty,
But
so
I'm
good.
generalizing. Nobody's saying spirulina is tasty and
No,
good.
the-
They
not
say
the
it's
guy
good for your health.
says. Who
I
was-
don't remember any guy who was saying that spirulina has good
He
taste properties.
a green smoothie and tell us how this
No,
good taste.
there was a woman who said
Woman and guy.
she was running herself. She was the owner of spirulina farms.
Yes,
And she said she was breeding the spirulina in mountain spring fresh water with zero pollution, and she said only this spirulina and chlorella are the best. And she has some point, because one thing is spirulina sourced from some Chinese sewage puddle or Vietnamese, where all sorts of heavy metals pollution come, and also human feces pollution, and there of course algae thrives, and they just pick it up, dry it up and sell it to people. And another thing, the woman who grows chlorella in controlled environment in some tanks filled with nice mountainous springs, purest water from the glaciers. Of course there's a difference, but that again is for the rich guys. And for us, spirulina from China, which is disgusting. Disgusting.